Welcome back to my channel. In this week's Create Your Dream Home episode, I'm walking you through the 7 best paint colors for the trending warm kitchen that is currently sweeping over and warming up homes everywhere, which we need because we have been in the black and white trend for the last 7 years. This is the neutral undertone color wheel that I invented, and in the last 15 years, we've been living in the world of grays. Now we're moving back to the beige trend. So hang tight because there's a lot you need to know about coordinating beiges. It's a lot harder than the world of gray, but we do need the warmth. So if you're renovating a kitchen or you are building a new house, then you don't want to miss this episode. So let's get started. Have you ever had the experience of looking at a popular paint color, perhaps in your friend's home or somewhere online, and you decided, I'm going to paint my house that same color, I'm going to paint my room that same color, and then you did that and it didn't really work. And then when you do some research to find out why, people say, oh, it's all about the light. Okay, I'm telling you right now, it's not about the light. It's about the fact that the paint color that you chose didn't relate to everything in your house like it did at your friend's house. Okay, so that brings me to the kitchen that we're going to talk about before I launch into those 7 paint colors that you need to know, because the first thing you need to understand is how to choose the right paint color for your kitchen. So this is a clip from Go Clean Go, who is a fabulous influencer in the cleaning space. She is painting her kitchen. She was talking about this on her stories. She had her sample of accessible beige, which, by the way, accessible beige is technically a green gray in my understanding undertone system. So here it is. She was showing what it looked like with her flooring, which, by the way, her flooring is like jeans. It's totally neutral. She does not need to be concerned with the color of her flooring when it comes to choosing her paint color. So then she placed that same sample on her countertop. Well, this is where this particular color she's testing looks way too cool in comparison to her pinky orange countertops. And so here's what you need to know about that, all right? The beiges on the right-hand side of my color wheel are yellow-based neutrals. So that means they are golden or touched by the sun. Now I'm talking about the most useful beiges because we're talking about the 50 colors that are in my system. You can buy these samples. They come on good quality poster board in Benjamin Moore or Sherwin-Williams. If you have a lot of neutrals and paint colors to choose, you're going to want them to compare. So the grays on the left side of the wheel are shaded, so more purple or blue or green. So they're the colors of shadow. That means if you stick a gray in the company of gold and yellow finishes, it'll either look too blue or too purple or too cool overall, which is what is happening with this countertop. So here's a bathroom that perfectly illustrates what I mean. This was sent to us by a follower who had painted this bathroom Revere Pewter, which is a green gray in my system. And you can see how purple it looks here because there's not a stitch of gray in this bathroom. It's all orange and yellow finishes. And then they sent a new photo after they renovated their bathroom. And here, when the gold finishes are gone, the green gray looks warm and just right. So color is relative. It depends on what it's paired with. If you choose a color that's too cool of a green gray to pair with beige finishes, it will look like it doesn't relate and suddenly go too purple or too pink. Okay, so back to the Go Clean Go kitchen colors that we were just looking at. So if you look at both of these kitchens, this one is Edgecomb Gray and this one is Accessible Beige. One is Benjamin Moore, the other is Sherwin-Williams. But essentially they're both the same colors in my system. They're both a green gray, but you can see that the light is a lot warmer in this kitchen. And that's the reason why she's thinking it looks perfect with my countertops. Now, keep in mind, so many of these warm, modern, Tuscan, English country kitchens that we're seeing right now have white countertops. So that is a huge, huge difference than the existing black, orangey, pinky ones that she's got in her kitchen. Now, if you then take Edgecombe Gray, same difference. In this kitchen, it looks the way it should look. You can see that now it looks closer to her sample, and now it doesn't look correct at all, does it? So in actual fact, the paint color that would look the best with these countertops is this richer pink beige tone that would then relate to the pinky orange colors in her existing countertop. So you must consider what you already have, especially if you're taking a new and trendy paint color out there that you see in an inspiration picture and then decide to stick it in your kitchen. By the way, if she does paint her kitchen the color of her inspiration picture, she's going to say, oh, well, it didn't work out, or how come it doesn't look the same? Well, that's because her countertops are not the same, right? She has to consider her countertops because that is what's going to look the best. Okay, one more example I want to show you of how easy it is to get beige wrong. This kitchen I recently shared on my blog, and this is from a celebrity on TikTok. She did an update on her renovation on one of her videos. And she was showing how when she first painted the kitchen, she didn't like the paint color. She thought it was a bit green. So then she changed it to a pink beige, which is right here in my system. And as you can see by this image, it in no way relates. Her cabinets now in no way relate to her creamy yellow green marble. Her hood fan is too rustic to work in that modern rectangle shape that she has. And really, she just should have painted it white because her marble is repeated in the backsplash behind her range. Now, here is a very pretty green gray that would look a lot better with her kitchen. So that's how easy it is to screw it up. You'll notice that in both these kitchens, the countertop was the thing that killed the paint color. That's why you have to not only pick your countertop first. I'll include a link below to another video I did about that. And then you choose your paint color. Everything hangs on your countertop, especially if it's a pattern. All right, you obviously have more flexibility if you're going to do like a marble look counter or a black countertop. Not too much black, however, a little goes a long way. Okay, so let's launch into the 7 best neutrals that you should consider if you're renovating or building your house right now. The first kitchen I want to talk about is mine. This is a custom green beige. It was this way when I arrived. It was a miracle that I did not need to paint this kitchen, but it relates perfectly to the Calcutta marble subway tile backsplash that I have on the walls, and it's beautiful. I love it. So green beiges, though, are a really good and versatile color to have for a kitchen. It's right here in my system of understanding undertones. Here is Ballet White. It is a green beige complex cream, which means that it gives you this creamy color without looking too yellow, as you can see by this inspiration image. Tapestry Beige is a little more green. It's really pretty with these white marble countertops. Gray Mirage, a little greener, but green always feels versatile to so many people, so is also a really great choice for cabinets. Here is Edgecombe Gray. You can see that it's paired with a green gray countertop. This might be London Gray with Caesar Stone, which is also green gray. So it's kind of a monochromatic look, but it's a fresh look, is really pretty with the off-white walls in this kitchen. Then there's Natural Linen. Natural Linen is a pale pink beige that kind of feels like the sun is setting. Like it's just kind of a really pale pink beige, really good if you have existing travertine floors or an overall sort of pink beige undertone in your finishes. It's a good one to consider. Stonehouse is a pink beige. It is usually becomes the color that people default to when they don't know how to choose a beige because it's the warmest of all the beiges. Pink beige, though, doesn't pair nicely with most of the other beiges. And in this particular case, you can see that it's here with these blue-gray countertops and that it visually does relate to the appliances. So in this case, it works really well and is really pretty and warm. Stonehearth is a mid-tone taupe right here in my system. And it's also a really pretty versatile color. There's a lot of people that have a lot of taupe furniture, a lot of taupe finishes in their house because it's an extremely popular gray from the gray trend. Well, it's not gray, but people called it gray. Then Dufferin Terrace. This is a pinker taupe. I would not call this versatile, but you also want to notice what makes any paint color look amazing. I mean, look at this English country kitchen. There's some warm floors that you can also see pick up the taupe nicely. And also the warmth in the floors has been repeated in what looks like perhaps butcher block countertops in this kitchen. So the colors are all working. The styling is really pretty. So just because you see a paint color in an inspiration photo that looks amazing doesn't mean that it's going to translate well into your kitchen. So if you need help with choosing a color, we have a kitchen refresh package. That's if you're not renovating. It's really good. Create a classic kitchen if you're ripping the whole thing out. We can also help with new builds and renovations. I'll include the link below, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.